Welcome to the channel, folks. Clunkers and Classics, where we are restoring this 1968 Chevelle Nomad wagon. Last episode we got all the rust fixed around this window channel. New clips screwed in there and the window screwed in. Ain't gonna look the best. You can see all these sand scratches and stuff, but oh well. And the moldings are all beat to hell. Okay, a bunch of you didn't like this roof rack. I just wanted to go over a few things. Like I said in the introduction to this, it's going to be a cruiser to them drag and drive events, hot rod power tours, events like that. It's going to be traveling all across the United States, and I need as much room as possible, especially if I go on those drag and drive events. Most of them people in those that go on them carry a trailer. You're allowed a small trailer. Now I could use a trailer, but why would I with this much room? Okay, it's to bring your tools and, you know, stuff like that. That's where the roof rack comes in. Now the wagons that I've seen, they put their big racing slicks up here. They mount them up on a rack, because that's mainly what the trailer's for. So probably the first year or so or whatever, I'm not going to be carrying extra drag slicks and stuff, because I'm not going to really be into drag racing. I'm just there for the event, because drag racing is a very expensive hobby. Now, unless I get some sponsors that want to, you know, give me some slicks and some wide rims and a engine sponsor like Cletus there, and get free tires and free engines, then I'll convert this to more of a drag racing type car. So anyway, I need a roof rack. Some of you don't like this style, but like I said, all I have are, you know, on my Jeeps, these are stock roof racks here with a carrier I got off eBay. They work great, but would that look good on a wagon? Probably not. So this is one of the Jeeps I'm going to rob the sunroof out of here. So this is a stock one here. Okay, there's one here on a little S10 Blazer. I got a bunch of SUVs, but they're all kind of small, and they're more, you know, maximum load 200 pounds, says it right there. They're more decorative than anything. Now I know the Nomad would look good without one completely. It'd look nice and sleek and clean, but it's got to have one for practical purposes. So this is just one I had. I'm just going to leave it on there just so I can get used to seeing it. Same with you guys. If you see it in the video, maybe it'll grow on you, maybe it'll grow on me. I'm still kind of iffy on it, but it looks like it may work with the big sunroof right here. Okay, that also a bunch of people, well, convert it into a two-door. You know, I know some of you watch that D&D Speed Shop. He does them Tri-5s. And they're easy, well, easier than this would be, because it shares the same roof line. And you convert it and it looks like a two-door. Well, okay, Chevelles, they did make a two-door wagon in 64 and 65. Okay, they weren't called Nomads, but they were two-door wagons. But they were different than this. I got this plastic on here, so you can't tell the body lines. These windows here lined up with these windows. So the Chevelle wagon was completely straight all the way across. So it looked like everything, well, of course it was a two-door, but that's how they made them. With this, you know, you couldn't do that. So you can see how much higher this window is to this. So we'll go back over here where I outlined it. And plus I'd need two doors. I have two doors off the 69. They're not in very good shape. I measured them out. The two-door would fit up to here. Okay. So it'd be from here to there. Now, see, it's not a problem. Well, not a big problem of cutting out this whole post and moving it over to here, where this would, a two-door would. Okay, so then what do you do with this? Okay, you just weld this in here and make it look like one big quarter, but then you're stuck with this little glass here and a frame and this grip rail, and it's not lining up to this. So what can you do to make it look right instead of looking stupid? Okay, so there's a couple ways I could cut this door down. Well, I wouldn't cut it down. What I'd do is I'd cut out whatever this is in the middle, push it together, and make a little teeny door. Now with that, would the little door even be practical to use? So you could, well, I'd have to do that anyway if I wanted to weld this up and make it look like one big quarter panel. So you could do that, or just cut this and make it like a little door, or take off this handle, make it functional, but take off this handle and weld it up so it's a clean look, and just have a little pop button or something to pop that open if you wanted to. So, you know, I'm open to the idea, but I would need two 68 good doors, and the 69 doesn't have the vent windows, and I'd rather have the vent windows. If I had a 68 window two-door, I could take this out, put it in the 69, and then a window. And that's the other thing, if I shorten this door, I'd have to cut the glass. See, it just wouldn't look right. It just looked like a little door back there. But anyway, I'm going to think about it. It's going to be a ways off, but I'm going to think about that. Okay, the gas tank situation. Nobody makes a gas tank for these. I don't know why everybody and their brother selling a gas tank for the full size, 68 to 76 or something, full size. You know, the I don't know what they are, Brookwire, Brookside, Impala, and they're the same as a Pontiac Catalina, full size wagon, basically. Now, I mentioned last video that one place said it was for a full size, and they had it all listed, and it had a listed 1970 Chevelle wagon. But I think that's a misprint or something, because a full size one will not fit this wagon. And in the forums, they say even through looking at it with your eyes, you can tell it's bigger. So, and plus it's 22 gallon. This car is supposed to be a 20. So it's 2 gallons bigger. It's probably wider, thicker. It's not going to fit up in there. It's not going to fit up in between here. So nobody makes one to fit the 68 to 72 Chevelle wagons. I don't know why, but so I'm not sure exactly what to do. If anybody knows a used one, I mean, that's probably the only, is to get a used one, but then you're using a used one and a used sending unit. I'd rather buy a new one, because you know, a Chevelle one's probably 150 bucks for a two-door Chevelle. So the only other, well, couple other options is there's several places that sell aftermarket racing fuel cell tanks type things. You could buy one of them, but I'd rather have the tank in here because that's what the space is for. If I don't use a tank in there, then this needs to be opened up somehow and make that a storage compartment, and then I'd have to modify the interior piece so it could open like the spare tire one. The other option is to buy a regular Chevelle coupe tank, which is, you know, long and skinny, and build my box, and then have a space to mount that tank underneath the box underneath here. You know, so it'd be a regular car gas tank underneath there. I'm thinking about doing that, but those are the options. Okay, I wanted to go over that. Options for that. Roof rack, 2-door, 4-door conversion. Anyway, we got this window all done here. I still got that little spot there to fix on the inside, that little rust hole. But I got it all cleaned up. So I'm fixing to do this one. This one's going to be a lot more work. All that rust there. Probably going to buy the El Camino patch panel. We're going to do a patch down here. So let me think about what I'm going to do next, and I will be back. Okay, guys. I'm going to attempt to do this side here. I'm going to grind it down best I can, get all this flaking stuff off. And it's really not as bad as the other side. The other side had a big old hole coming apart here. This actually looks good all the way except for a little spot there, and then of course this is the main part here. So I'm just going to make some metal in an L shape like the other side, come up here right along there, and then another L shape for the back, sandwich them two together, spot weld them on top, tack them on top, and then this is just kind of a weird spot here where it's down and comes up, down, up. But we're going to make some metal in here and weld it to this piece here. And you can see here it's all, she's all loose, loosey-goosey. Okay, so let me grind it, and then I'm going to put some Pour 15 on all the uppers, and I'll be back. Okay guys, I got a couple of old valance panels from a couple of Chevy vans, and this is what I come up with. They're a little bit curved, so that's why I cut this one in two pieces. But this main one here, let me just put these up here. This piece here is going to go down in there like that. Anyway, that does fit right in there. And I'm going to put this one there, tack it in here. Same with that one, tack it in along there. And I think that's about it. Got all this Pour 15 that seems pretty strong. Okay, so I'm going to get that done. Well, probably tomorrow. It's about to get dark. And I wanted to say I'm going to spray rust neutralizer all up under here and in that roof crevice there as best I can to spray the hell out of it and try to keep it from re-rusting. I mean, water's not going to leak in there. The only way it's going to rust is from, you know, just condensation type stuff, but there ain't much you can do, you know, unless you take the whole car and get it dipped or something. And you know, it's not worth doing that to this car. So same with here. We'll get all up in here, although there's some insulation, and just spray the hell out of it, see if it'll all seep down in there and help keep it from rusting. You know, it's about the best I can do. These are all little extra pieces here in use. Okay, I think that's about it. I'll be back. Okay guys, I wanted to show you something that a sponsor sent me. It's a jump starter. And who doesn't need one, right? I got enough dead batteries around here. Well, they're good batteries, it's just that they go dead after a few months. So it comes with a charger and everything. Just plug the cables in like that. You can also charge up your phone on it. It's like a little battery pack. So I'm going to show you what it does. This Jeep here, I got something, I had a helper work on it. We took out all the dash column, well he did, to change the heater core, which is in the middle here. And he didn't put something together right, and it drains the battery. So as you can see, it's dead as a doornail, nothing. So let's see what this little deal does here. I had it charged up in the house there. It's 100%. It came 75% charged. Charge it on the house and we'll see what it does. These cables, terminals aren't very good, but okay, now you got some lights here. When flashing green, see this little boost? You hit that boost and you got to start it within 30 seconds. See? You can hear my... Starts right up. Complete dead battery. So anyway, I'll put a link in the description. If you're interested, check it out. I think it's an Amazon link. And just this little thing comes in real handy. I usually grab my extension cord and my battery charger and bring them out here and charge up these cars, but with this deal, it's a lot easier, a lot faster. So anyway, that's it. Check them out. I'm not exactly sure how much it cost, but yeah, it comes with a little cord and everything. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, I got those two pieces clamped there. I'm fixing to weld it, and I think this side will go a lot faster than the other, so I'll be back in a little bit. Okay guys, I got this welded and ground down smooth. I'm going to put a little body filler right along this edge. I made two little deals right in here and here, so this thing is strong as anything. Just got a little bit more grinding to do, and then I'm going to prime it and paint it after the body fill. And window will be ready to put in. So I'll be back. Okay guys, put a little body filler here, smoothed it out. All I'm concerned about is the edges here. And sanded it down with my DA and sprayed some of this rust neutralizer around the little, little pitted areas there. And I'm gonna let that dry for a minute, and then spray some primer and some paint on there. It's getting late in the day now, but tomorrow morning we'll urethane the window in. Well, put the clips on first. I put it was a little bit weak right in here, and I put some JB weld right there and there. And then this is the little things I made here to strengthen it up. And there's some little holes and stuff here, but I'm just going to put some seam sealer in there and in there. Probably around in here or something. Okay, well, I'll be back. Okay guys, got it all primed, painted, and clips on there. Fixing to put a good thick bead of urethane on there, and then plant the window in. So I'll be back. Kitty always eating. Okay guys, I got this window in just like the other one. Just kind of used a little putty knife and smushed all down around the edges after it was in. So I think that's good. I'm gonna find out if it leaks tomorrow, because it's supposed to storm tonight, tomorrow morning. So we're gonna see if it leaks. It shouldn't. Okay, now the roof rack. We got about a 50-50. 50 people, 50% hate it, 50% like it. So what I've done, a few people suggest cutting off this end here and making it flush, because before it was up like this. So that's what I did. Wasn't easy. It has a little tab in here with a deal for a bolt to go through, so I had to cut that down and make some slits, and anyway, it's flush now. So what do y'all think? Let me close this. Probably move it up a little bit, I don't know. But some of y'all were like, oh, you need a period correct one or original. Now this, you must have missed the first episode. This car is not going to be anything like original. Well, I mean, I'm not trying to make it original. As I said in the first video, I'm putting a sunroof in it. Sunroof was coming out of one of them Jeeps. There's going to be a big hole cut in there. And people, original purist, don't ever cut a hole in the roof for a sunroof. Well, like I said, this car, and I'm even thinking about putting side pipes on it. Tell me what y'all think about some big long side pipes. And cowl hood. It's going to have all kinds of stuff that's not factory on it. And like I said, I need a heavy duty roof rack to tie stuff down. I go on long trips. This stuff is like aluminum. That's what it looks like there. I mean, it's a hell of a lot stronger than any of those factory ones I showed you earlier. And I scraped the exterior off there. I'll probably paint it flat black, as the whole car's going shiny black. Have this flat black. I would like to have a couple of extra ones of these and stick them in the middle here. Stick it here and here. Have about 4 of them things on there. I don't have any more exteriors, but never know, I might come across one by the time this is done. Because these things, you just loosen this bolt here, and this is like a little clamp. It just clamps it on there. So you loosen it up and you can take it apart. Or you can move these ones. You know, I can move this over to here and this one over to here. But like my Jeep ones there, it only had two bars, and when I put them baskets on there, I took 2 bars off of another Jeep and put them in the middle, so it's got, each Jeep has 4 of them on there. Okay, so I thought I mentioned that. Okay, we got the window done. We're gonna move on to the next project here before it starts raining. Probably got a few hours. I think I'm gonna make a patch here for this. Well, it's all messy in here, but out of this patch here, this is part of the old, I only use a little bit of it for that 72 Nova floor, so I think that section right there, we can cut it. What I think I'll do is I'll cut this out first and then use it as a template for that and see how I can get it in there. On the outside, I'll probably, I don't know how bad this is gonna be here. Have to grind that down. I may have to make this little patch here and a little patch here. I may have to patch this up. But I want to get that bottom in there and stick a tire in there and see what kind of size tire fits in there, 14 or 15. So I think that'll be the next little project before we start on something major. So I'll be back. Okay guys, I cut that bottom piece out. Ain't much of a template here, but I'm just gonna have to wing it. I bought this patch panel here for a coupe, and of course it's too short for a wagon. I heard El Camino's the same, so I'm gonna order an El Camino one for this side. So this side here, I'm gonna cut it up. Started grinding here, and it's been all bondoed up before. So I'm gonna grind out best I can. Cut out this rust here, and then use this piece here for probably that right there, and then I'm going to probably use this bottom piece or this top piece to weld over top of here. Then once I get that done, I'll make the floor out of this. Cut a piece out of there for to match this. So let me get rolling on that and I'll be back. Okay guys, show you what I got going on here. I cut out this piece here. It's going right like that. And then I cut out this piece, which is going right in like that. So what I'm going to do is weld these 2 pieces on there and then go from there. The bottom of this, I'm going to have to make a little strip, a little flange all the way around. And then this is the brace to hold in the tire, and we're going to weld that onto a little brace that goes around like that. And then once I get all that in, then I can make a piece for the bottom. So I'll be back. Okay guys, I just got a roughed in right there, and I got the bottom cut out, ready to, and I still got a little grinding to do and more welding, but I gotta make out a piece like that and weld it in there, probably through the bottom. Since some of you guys have wagons, is that supposed to be crushed in like that? It's like that on both sides. It almost looked like factory, and I got to looking at it, and I don't think it is. So if anybody's else wagon is like that, let me know. If not, I'm gonna probably pound them out from the inside of the wheel wells there. But anyway, I'm gonna be quitting for the day. We'll see you tomorrow. Okay guys, it's the next day. It never did rain last night, but it's gonna rain here any minute. Gonna be thunderstorms all day. It's almost noon. Okay, this is what I got going here. I had to make this curved piece here, and I still got some more grinding and welding to do, but that's basically it. That's it inside. Got that brace welded really good. Okay, this is just a little 14-inch tire. I stuck that in there. There's plenty of room. There may be room for a 15-incher in there. But anyway, I'm going to seal this up a little bit so it doesn't rust. Put some plastic over it. I never did use that piece off that old floor pan because it was too thick and grooved and everything. So I cut a piece off this old Taurus hood. Nice to have some old scrap metal around like that, and this, use that there for the window channel. So anyway, it's gonna rain all the rest of the day. I can't get nothing done today. It'll have to be tomorrow. So I'll see you all tomorrow. Okay guys, it's next day. It rained 4 inches of rain there last night. Yeah, I got all runs on it. I just roughed it in there. Wanted to get it done. It's starting to get dark. But anyway, all the welding and grinding and everything's done. Like I said, I'll slick that out later. And then in here, she's all ready for a tire. Okay, I think I figured out what them pounded dents were right there. That's the interior piece. They pounded it so the 6x9 speakers would fit. Same with that side. So I'm gonna pound them out. I'm gonna have to get it up on the slab and get it all on jack stands and beat them out and work on the floor. Okay, on eBay there is one of these Nomad emblems for buy it now, 150 bucks. And the guy doesn't have a best offer. This one, some woman offered it. She had it for like $79.99, and so I put it in my saved list, and I guess she was notified that I had it in my saved list, and she sent a message or whatever through eBay offering $59.99, and then it had a thing for best offer. So make an offer. So I clicked it and said 25 bucks, and she okayed it. So I got this for 25 bucks. So this is the one that fits on the fender. So I need one more, and I'm not paying that other guy 150 for it. And that's the same emblem that's on the tailgate. Okay, I got all that rain. Nothing leaked. Both windows are sealed up real tight. There was no water at all in here except for the front. Of course, I didn't even look at the front, but it's all leaking from that windshield. Yeah, see all this water? Lucky I primed it. That's all leaking from all this windshield and cowl where it's all rusted. So maybe we'll do that next video or the video after. It's gonna have to be done pretty soon. Okay. I think that's all I needed to go over. I did order the left quarter panel patch for an El Camino, so hopefully that'll fit. Okay, yeah, I think that's it. Okay, well, yeah, hopefully that's a full one, fit right to the end. If not, I can patch it, but, you know, add to it. We're gonna get this gas tank situation worked out real soon. I might have a separate video on that, because nobody has a video on YouTube about gas tanks for these wagons. And I think I got the solution. There's actually a number of solutions, but the solution I'm going to use. Okay, let me know what y'all think of that roof rack. Picture it in flat black. Okay, yeah, to do this cowl piece here, I'm gonna have to take the front end off. I have to get these fenders out of the way. So that's another reason I want to get it up on the slab, which I have to move that engine over. I'm probably gonna do all that tomorrow. Get all that over there jacked up. Okay, so I guess that's it. Subscribe if you haven't. Like, comment, share, all that stuff. And we'll see you next video. Thanks everybody for watching.
So, accelerate in 68 with Chevelle. This year's Chevelle is longer, lower, wider, and boasts a host of new big car features. You have 7 series with 14 completely new models. Concours, SS396, Malibu, Nomad Custom, 300 Deluxe, Nomad, and the 300. Let's review station wagons first. Here's a look at those 2 new series, Nomad and Nomad Custom. These models are designed to help you boost your sales to the prospects who want medium-sized luxury and style at an economical price. Both models have traditional Chevelle values throughout.